What's up, y'all? Your girl Sandy. Okay, just wanted to pop in and give you guys a quick update on the coif and the hair that is in my head. And all the information for the hair is down in the description box as far as the lengths and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to go into that because I've done that in a couple videos already. But like I said, it's all in the description box if you want to know the lengths that are in my head, the type of hair, the website, and all that good stuff. But just to kind of refresh your memory, I'm rocking out some pure Sophistication hair. This is by Glamour House of Hair. Thank you so much to Glamour House of Hair for sending the hair to me. And Miss Rochelle over at Glamour House of Hair, she's been great to deal with and to work with. She's been awesome. But anyway, I want to give you guys an update on how the hair has been going. As some of you guys may or may not know, I've had a little bit of difficulty with this hair, okay? Especially on Facebook and Twitter, I've kind of made mention of it. And I also think I mentioned it in the first video that I put out after I got my hair colored. And I'll go into that a little bit more. But I wanted to kind of give you an update on what the hair's been doing thus far. And I've got a little bit to go before I switch the hair out. So I will definitely come back with another video to kind of let you know how the hair worked out. But this is just to kind of give you guys a snapshot of what I've noticed so far, what I've liked and disliked about the hair so far, okay? So anyway, the positives. Let me go into some of the first positives that I noticed right away. When I first got the hair, the first thing I noticed that the hair had a beautiful, beautiful texture to it, and it was just very, very soft and silky, okay? And I can tell you that right off the bat. That was one of the first things I noticed, is that the hair is just had a beautiful feel to it, okay? It just flowed so well. The other thing I noticed about it right off the top is that the ends are very full, okay? So I can even just show you the ends right here. These ends didn't need to be clipped. They're just very full ends. And typically when I've had to rock hair like this, I've had to kind of clip them just a little bit because sometimes, you know, you'll have the little dead ends and that kind of thing, but these ends are very, very full. So that's another thing that I can tell you off the top that I was noticing with this hair that was positive, okay? Now, I should let you know, you guys already know, obviously, that I've gotten my hair colored since I've had the install done. However, I did rock it out black first before I showed you guys. So I do know what this hair acted like when it was black, and I do know what this hair acted like when it was colored. And I did that intentionally because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't the coloring of the hair that made the hair change. Okay, so I'll explain that in a second. So those are some of the positives that I noticed off the top, okay? It does come across with a wavy, like a nice loose wave to it when the hair is wet. So I will tell you that right off the top, okay? Another thing that we noticed right when we first put it in my head is that the hair takes heat like nobody's business. And when I mean takes heat, it almost absorbs the heat. Like, literally, you will run a flat iron through this hair and you will not be able to touch the hair itself after you run a flat iron through it because it absorbs the heat so much you can't touch the hair. It's so hot, okay? So it flat irons like nobody's business. I can tell you that. As you guys can see here, my hair is pretty much bone straight right now, okay? And I just got back from work, so whatever the hair looks like is whatever the hair looks like, all right? But anyway, I can tell you that off the top. So as far as keeping the hair straight and making and leaving it straight and it flat irons very, very well, okay? Now, some of the negatives that I can tell you off the top, and I don't even know how to explain it, I've had to fight with this hair. I mean, a lot. And you guys have probably heard me say it a little bit on Facebook and Twitter. I've also mentioned it in one of the other videos that I've put out about this hair, that I wasn't sure about this hair maintaining and taking a curl. Typically when I've rocked out any kind of hair, I can typically put hot rollers in the hair and it will hold, you know, that little bump. Even if the hair falls, there'll be a little bump at the ends of the hair. So it kind of gives it a nice little look to it, okay? Even after the hair has fallen. My experience with this hair so far is that it does not maintain a curl whatsoever. And when I say that, I mean I can put hot rollers in my head and leave them in my head for hours if I wanted to, and I will still take them down and the hair will drop the curl and it will be bone straight like this yet again. So you guys have probably seen that in a few videos of mine, that my hair is always straight. And that's why I've tried to curl the hair and it literally does not take the curl. Now I have I shouldn't say take the curl. It doesn't maintain a curl, okay? So I can curl the hair, and I've curled the hair with a flat iron. We've done all that already. I've done everything like wash the hair and all that kind of stuff to see if maybe after I had the hair colored, if there were too many chemicals in it that caused the hair to kind of not really work as it should. And none of that worked. I mean, literally this hair will curl, but the hair will drop as soon as I walk out the door, okay? I can tell you that. So that's one of the things that that's probably one of the biggest things that I'm not a fan of with this hair, because for me, if I'm going to rock hair like this, especially, you know, to spend the money that I'm going to spend on this type of hair. I want to be able to change my styles up a little bit, and on the weekends I like to play with my hair a little bit more and do more curlier hairstyles and put some rollers in it and kind of, you know, play around with the hair a little bit, and I really haven't been able to do that. Now, the one thing I still have not tried, and I will be doing that here shortly, is I have not done the flexi rods in the hair. I did say it on Facebook that I was going to do it one day, and my hours changed at work, so now I have to be at work at 3 a.m. in the morning versus the 4:30 that I usually was doing. So needless to say, my butt was in the bed, and I didn't even put the flexi rods in. So I will be trying to do that this weekend just to see how it looks, because I have had suggestions to do that, but thus far nothing has worked. And I can tell you that it acted like this when it was black, and I can tell you it acted like this after it's been colored. So it's not because I've had my hair processed. So I can tell you that. And we've done pretty much everything. You know, wash the hair to make sure there wasn't too much product in it. Another thing I should tell you, I don't use product on my hair. I don't use hairspray or any of that in this hair. Okay, so I'll tell you that right off tops. So that being said, moving on to the next thing. As far as tangling, as far as shedding, okay, this hair does shed. And typically it takes a little bit, so far, it takes a little bit longer for the hair to start to shed a little bit. It does not shed a ton, but I noticed that right off the top, even before I had the hair colored, that the actual hair does shed a little bit more than I would like it to. But it's nothing that would have kept me from buying the hair if the hair curled. Okay, if it maintained a curl. And it's not that it doesn't curl, it doesn't maintain a curl. So I should make sure to, you know, make that clear. The other thing, as far as the shedding, it's minimal compared to the tangling. The tangling on this hair, not at all what I would like. It does tangle. I've put a, like a little, I wish I had one here. Typically you guys see me wear the little bands on my arm, and those are things that I usually use to put my hair in a ponytail and whatnot. For the most part, when I do put my hair in a ponytail or whatever the case, or pull my hair away from my face just for a moment to do makeup or whatever, the hair will get wrapped around in it, and I've never experienced that. And they're the kinds that, you know, they're the seamless, you know what I mean, the bandless kind. It doesn't have the metal on it, so it's not meant to really get tangled unless you really do some stuff to the hair. But I mean, just as far as the tangling is concerned, even when I run my fingers, right now, it's been brushed and it's fine. But let some wind get through it. I get outside and some wind kind of blows through it. It is going to tangle. And so I won't be able to run my fingers through this hair like this. Okay. So that's just to show you. Again, beautiful hair. And I'll come closer so you guys can see it. It's just that, I mean, I have never ever, and I've just never dealt with hair like this where I've had to fight so much to get it to work the way I want it to. Now, I know you guys are going to probably say, well, this part of your hair seems like it's curled. Here's the thing. I'm so accustomed to wearing my hair flipped to the side because I did that before and I've always done it. I've trained my hair to do this, if that makes sense. And that's just by my natural movement of my hand. So when I do that, it naturally will do that. After a while, it just trains itself because I do it so much that it trains itself to do that. But this is the most I can get the hair to do, and that's the honest to God truth. And after a while, this will also fall too. So if I'm going to be going out later on this afternoon, I'd have to just, you know, bump it under a little bit and then just kind of do this so it kind of does what I want it to do. Okay. This side of my head you're going to see here, and I left it alone so you guys could see this was curled just a little bit ago, and it's fallen completely straight. So this was actually just a little layer that was something that I would typically kind of, you know, do that to, okay? And it is bone straight right now. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm dealing with this hair. Okay? Again, the hair acted like this when it was black because I wore it black for a little while before I even changed the color, okay? So I know it's not because of those things. It's just, this is just what I've dealt with this hair. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to stop in and let you guys know some of the good and the bad. Again, this is all new. The one thing I can say is I absolutely adore the color. I love this color, okay? And it's just fun for the spring, and so I'm really enjoying it, and it took the color very well, obviously. The hair is still super soft, so I can say that. It's just, it tangles more than I would like it to, and it does not maintain a curl, and those two things right there are a turn off for me. Now, I do want to make sure to let you know that I've let Rochelle, who I've been dealing with at Glamour House of Hair, know all the issues with the hair, especially with regard to the curl. And she's even checked in with me before I even had the chance to tell her about the hair. So that's been a wonderful thing. I mean, the customer service so far with her has been so wonderful, and she's been so gracious enough to follow up with me about that. So she is well aware of the fact that this is the case, to the point where she is going to be sending me out some different hair to try out, because this hair has just been so difficult for me to work with. And it's not, like I said, it's not that it's horrible hair, but for I'm very easy breezy. I like my stuff to be very simple, and I need to get out the door because in the mornings I've got to go to work and get to work really early, so I don't have time to really fiddle with this hair. And I'm telling you, the first week or two that I had the hair in my head, it was so difficult for it to get to work. I had to use pins to pull my hair back because I couldn't get the hair to do what I needed it to do. Very frustrating, especially when you got to go right on camera and there's nothing you can do about it, you know what I mean? So anyway, she's been so great, and so she's sending me out some different hair to try. That doesn't mean that this hair isn't going to work out. I'm still willing to give it a chance. I haven't done the flexi rods yet, so I'm going to do that. And I'm certainly going to wear the hair longer. I've only been wearing it for about 3 weeks or so now, and so I do want to make sure that I give it a chance. As you guys know, I wear my hair for at least 3 months every time. So this is going to be interesting to see how long I carry this hair. The color is what really keeps me with the hair, because I absolutely love the color, and it took the color very well. And again, it's beautiful hair. I can't get it to do what I need it to do. So this is great hair if you're looking for hair that you just want to maintain bone straight. I can tell you that. If you're just trying to rock out some bone straight hair, this is great hair for you. The ends are wonderful. They're nice and full. You don't have to worry about dead ends and split ends and all that good stuff. I can tell you it doesn't blend with my own hair because my hair is natural. It's also very silky hair. It is heavier, a little heavier, okay, than I've had before. So that was one of the first things. It has a lot of body to it, and it still flows. As you can see, it still flows as it should. I love it as far as the feeling of the hair and that kind of thing. But again, very difficult for me to work with it. So anyway, wanted to kind of pop in, just give you guys an update on what it's been doing thus far. Again, Rochelle's been super duper duper nice, and so we've been in contact for a while now. I let her know what's been going on. She's sending me some different hair, so I'm really excited about that. But in the meantime, I'm still going to keep working with this hair because I do want to give you guys the best review I possibly can, let you know if anything's changed, and I also want to make sure I've given it a full chance. And I want to make sure that I've been able to flexi rod it first so that you guys can see what's going on. Oh, I should tell you this too. Another thing I should tell you is I have used a couple of new products on my hair this time that I've never used so far. So this is the first time I've rocked out or used these products, and I will show you that in another video. So just going to be on the lookout for that. And it's products basically that I used to condition this hair, because what I did also notice off the top of my head right now as I think about it is that the hair was starting to dry out. So I can tell you that. I know this sounds like it's an absolute horrible review. Reality is, if you felt this hair, you'd be like, oh my god, the hair is drop dead gorgeous. If you saw it in real life, you'd be like, oh my god, it's drop dead gorgeous. But if you were wearing the hair, it's just different. It just depends on what you want. If you're looking for straight hair, this is great hair for straight hair. But if you're looking for something that you can kind of play around a little bit with, as far as curling it one day and wearing it straight the other, it's more difficult to play with, to be completely honest. It's not going to stay real well, and I know both sides, whether it's been black or colored, it does the same thing no matter what. So but yeah, so I've used some new products, and I will show that to you in another video to bring some of the moisture back to the hair, and that could easily be because of the color, okay, because I didn't experience any dryness when it was black. So anyway, I did that, and it feels phenomenal, so I will let you guys know about those things very shortly. And that's it, y'all. Just wanted to pop in. I'm sorry it seems a little bit long for the video. I'm just trying to be as thorough as possible and to let you guys know exactly what's going on. Again, all the specs for the hair are in the description box. Rochelle's been great at Glamour House of Hair. She's been amazing. And I will let you know when I get that hair as well and let you know how that works out. And I appreciate the opportunity. And again, all the correspondence from her has been great. Other than that, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave those down below, any comments or whatever. Leave those down below. I'd love to hear them. And if there's anything else you guys want me to update you guys on when I finally do my final review of the hair, let me know that too. All right, so that's it. All the links for all the other videos for this hair are down below if you want to know anything else. And as always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. And of course, friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/TheSocialiteLife. And follow my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com. And as always, you already know, I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.